guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at Sliver Overlord. This is the best bracket 3 build possible. I've tuned it perfectly for bracket 3. There is no proxies in this deck. It's 100% authentic cards. Sliver Overlord. Okay, so let's start off with the lands. So we have a plains, a mountain, put them over here, island. These are all the Infinity full art lands. They're the most beautiful in my opinion. Swamp. Yeah, that's an art. Beautiful. Brushland. Unclaimed territory. A Darkar Waste. We got a beautiful Sacred Foundry foil. Godless Shrine from Edge of Eternities. Overgrown Tomb. Breeding Pool. Nomad Outpost. Llanowar Waste. Opulent Palace. Sulphurous Springs. That's a beautiful art on there. Stomping Ground full art foil. SpongeBob Command Tower foil. That's a beautiful card. Mana Confluence, Edge of Eternities edition. Savage Lands. Watery Grave. Cavern of Souls, Ixalan, Special Guest Edition. Shivan Reef foil. Horizon Canopy Expedition. Green Dragon Inn. This is good to get. Taps for colorless mana. Each player gains control of all creatures they own. That's good against people who steal your cards. Wooded Foothills, retro border. City of Brass. That's a nice one. Fabled Passage. Foil, retro border. Secluded Courtyard. Path of Ancestry foil. Seaside Citadel. Jungle Shrine. Marsh Flats extended art. Multiversal Passage. And Bloodstained Mire. Those are all the lands. We have 35 lands, I think. Yeah, we have 35 lands. So lots of fetch lands, shock lands, utility lands. Then we'll go on to the instants. We have Darkness. Prevent all combat damage. This is the Edge of Eternities full art. Rebuff the Wicked. Counter target spell that targets a permanent you control. This is great to protect our commander because a lot of people will try to pick him off. Noxious Revival. Put target card from a graveyard on top of its owner's library. Recursion. Gets you back some of your slivers. Path to Exile. Just a nice little piece of targeted removal. And Teferi's Protection. This is the borderless etched foil from the original Strixhaven set. Then let's move to enchantments. First up we have Smothering Tithe. This is a classic card. A very good card. Let's see if we get that focus on there. There we go. Smothering Tithe. This is the Commander Masters borderless full art foil. Beautiful card. We have foil full art Burgeoning. Gorgeous card. Descendant's Path. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card that shares a creature type, you can play it for free. Defense of the Heart. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, sacrifice it. Search your library for 2 creature cards, put those onto the battlefield, and shuffle. This will get you your best creatures, and it'll make people waste the removal because they will remove it. Blind Obedience. This is a nice little piece to slow down your opponents. This is the full art Enchanting Tales foil. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Training Grounds. This is a very important card in this deck. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate. So this will let you pay 1 mana for our commander's abilities. Rhythm of the Wild. Creatures you control can't be countered. Non-token creatures have Riot. That's just a nice little extra protection. Now let's go to the sorceries. So first up we have there we go. Avatar's Wrath. Choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend all other creatures. This is a really useful utility piece. Slows down opponents. Eldritch Evolution. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, where X is 2+. So if we sacrifice a 3-drop Sliver, we can go get Sliver Overlord or Legion or one of our big 5-drop Slivers. Cultivate, a foil borderless full art. This is get 2 basic lands, 1 to hand, 1 to battlefield. Farseek, this is the new Final Fantasies edition. Search for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain, put on the battlefield. Harsh Mercy. Each player chooses a creature type. Destroy all creatures that aren't of the chosen type. This is a great card, 3 mana. If I have a bunch of Slivers and they have a bunch of things that are all different creature types, it wipes the board for them. Farewell. This is a last-ditch effort push button if the game's going too crazy. Choose 1 or more. Exile all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or graveyards. Reanimate. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. You lose life equal to its mana value. Profane Tutor. This is good because if we cascade into it with first Sliver, we can cast it for free. 3 visits. Okay, next up we have artifacts. So for our first artifact, we have Urza's Incubator. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creature spells are 2 less to cast. This helps with commander attacks as well as our other Slivers, getting them out cheap and quick. Door of Destinies. This is an older card, but it still works very well to buff your creatures. Most people won't target it. It's a classic card in Sliver decks. Chromatic Lantern. This is a great card to fix your mana. Lands you control of add 1 mana of any color. And it's a mana rock, so this will help you get your commander out turn 4, as well as fix your mana if you don't have the right lands. Requiem Monolith. This is a nice draw engine piece from Edge of Eternities. Until end of turn, target creature you control has, when it's dealt damage, draw that many cards, and then you can deal 1 damage to it and lose life. Arcane Signet. This is the Infinity Gauntlet edition. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Herald's Horn. Creature spells of chosen type are 1 less to cast, etc., etc. It's a good card. Soul Ring. Thrumming Hive Pool. And Patrick Banner. Nice little mana rock. That's for our artifacts. And now let's go into our Slivers, the main portion of this video. Mana Weft Sliver. Slivers you control have add 1 mana of any color. Necrotic Sliver. All Slivers have pay 3, sacrifice is permanent, destroy target permanent. Fungus Sliver. All Sliver creatures have, whenever this creature is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on it. Cloud Shredder Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have flying and haste. Horned Sliver. All slivers gain trample. We have 35 slivers in this deck. Amoeboid Changeling. Target creature gains all creature types. This card goes great with a Sliver Overlord. You can make an opponent's creature a sliver and then gain control of it. Crystalline Sliver. All slivers have Shroud. Hibernation Sliver. All slivers have pay 2 life, return this permanent to its owner's hand. Striking Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have first strike. Sentinel Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have vigilance. Harmonic Sliver. All slivers have, when this permanent enters, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Root Sliver. Slivers can't be countered. Shifting Sliver. Slivers can't be blocked except by slivers. Sliver Grave Mother. Legend rule doesn't apply to slivers you control. Each sliver creature card in your graveyard has Encore X, where X is its mana value. So this is a nice little end game ditch effort. If you have her out, you can copy like Sliver Legion and then get a bunch of copies of him, swing wide. Gemhide Sliver. All slivers have add 1 mana of any color. The first sliver, this is the etched foil from Modern Horizons 2. Sliver spells you cast have Cascade. The snowball's crazy. Bone Sight Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have double strike. Ghost Flame Sliver. All slivers are colorless. This works good if someone has like Mother of Runes that's giving them protection from colors. This will make all your slivers colorless. Siphon Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have lifelink. This card has gotten me up to around 100 plus health before. It's really efficient. Spiteful Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have, when it's dealt damage, it deals damage to target player or planeswalker. It's a little bit of planeswalker removal, but it's also a 3 mana sliver, so I can Eldritch Evolution for something like Sliver Legion. All sliver creatures get +1/+1 for each other sliver on the battlefield. This is the Secret Lair Drop School Edition. Pretty funny card. Gale Rider Sliver. Diffusion Sliver. Whenever a sliver you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless they pay 2. Brood Sliver. Whenever a sliver deals damage to a player, its controller may create a 1/1 colorless sliver. Muscle Sliver. All slivers get +1/+1. Firewake Sliver. All slivers have haste, and it's another 3 mana sliver that we can use for Eldritch Evolution. Realm Walker. This is a shapeshifter changeling. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creatures of the chosen type from the top of your library. It's also a 3 mana sliver for our Eldritch Evolution. Lava Belly Sliver, another 3 mana sliver. Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target planeswalker or player and you gain 1 life. That can go out of hand if you have tokens being generated with the Brood Sliver. Crypt Sliver. All slivers have regenerate target sliver. You can tap it. Venom Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have Death Touch. Sliver Hive Lord. Sliver creatures you control have Indestructible. This one's a great card, wins me the game quite often. Two-Headed Sliver. All sliver creatures have Menace. This is Synapse Sliver. Whenever a sliver you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Taunting Sliver. Sliver creatures you control have, when this creature enters the battlefield, go target creature an opponent controls. So that's all for our slivers. Tell me guys what you think in the comments below of our sliver deck, bracket 3 slivers. If you build it, let me know what you think and how it went. And make sure to drop a follow and leave a comment, drop a follow, like, let me know what you think of this deck. I'll leave the mocks field in the description below. Thanks, bye.